Hello. I had spring rolls for lunch and I have a decaf iced coffee. But yes, we are back. So everything is within the room, I believe. I think we've got things planned. We just need to start putting stuff actually in the place. Words. So this cupboard is like house, office, non-craftual things. So I'm going to take these out and put in the shelf. The shelf has been taken out of this one. Is it this? I think it's this one. I have a pile of shelves now that I don't know which ones they go into. All my little bits up here. 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, it's a headache. Envelopes. Did I just have it in my hand? Oh my god. I had 4 in my hand, did I not? This one, I think. Oh. Shelf. Right. So I don't think those go next to each other. Ooh, Megan's joining from the cabin. Well, there it is. I knew I had one in my hand. More envelopes. this box, which is lots of big Ziploc bags, which I guess are handy, but I don't really know what for at this point. And then slightly smaller ones. Do not bend envelopes. Packing bags. More plastic bags. Oh, and then smaller do not bends. I'll put them in there for now. Ooh. That. I have an empty box. Another empty box. I was about my candle stuff in here, but it doesn't really fit. What do I do with candle stuff? I don't think that's going to fit everything. Possibly. Big candles. Wax melts of different flavors. Candles. And I push them in. More wax melt. I got this little list of this one brand of wax melts and all the different flavors I've tried and which ones I like and which ones I don't like and which ones are for the different seasons. I probably need to write that out again, or maybe stick it to the inside. That's a different brand. I've got a bag of random stuff. Yay for organising. I'll just put them up here. This is this. Will that close? A little bit. It's confined. It might move around when I start living in it. But yes, non-stitch stuff done. So next was thread. All kinds of thread. Come around here. Do I want whips in here? Because I've got high a bit because the drawers aren't in the way. Will I have enough room in there for all of them? Again, not my chatelaine or moets. I think I might. It might be a squeeze, but I think it would be better use of space. So, threads come out. Whoop. And beads. I've got those beads that I need to put away as well. The house is wonky, so the door wants to close. Oh, Alicia, welcome. Right, so I think this is the shelf for this. You can't really see that, can you? Yeah, I think if we raise this up a little bit, if I got my husband to drill some holes, I could have my smaller whips up there. Let's see. Yeah, that's like pushing up the thing. Whoa. Do I split them up? Do I split smaller whips and bigger whips? if I did that, Moe's and Chatelaine definitely wouldn't fit in there. Yeah. I'm on like 16 at the minute, which isn't a lot for me. I feel like I've had a lot more in the past. So from like a future-proofing standpoint, I should make more space for my whips. Exactly. So do I take out this? Oh, I'm stuck. Megan! I'm trying to figure out where to put my whips. I don't know. I envisaged them being in here. So everything's kind of loosely in a place. After lunch, I've just started fully organising the individual cupboards. So all I've done so far is this cupboard, which is non-stitchy kind of home office stuff, and it's pretty packed in there. So I don't want whips up the top. The thing about this is I'd like all my whips together. I'd like to like open this cupboard and be like, oh, my whips. But the top is an issue. Big ones fit down there. Chatelaine would have to live somewhere else anyway. And once I finish that, I don't think I'll have another whip on a 17 by 17 Q snap. And if I did, then that would have to live somewhere else as well. That definitely doesn't fit. They're talking about laid down, which isn't my preference. I'm on like 60, my board somewhere else. Where's my Notion? Keeps logging me out of Notion. So I technically have 22, but like my one that I take to swimming stays on my desk because it's just in a little thing. And then I've got one in Alex's car. So 20. And then usually I have ones out. So I would always have one out of here. But if I needed to put it away, this is kind of where it would be. I think if I didn't have the drawers in this one, it would be better, but it's the way I designed it, and it's nicer symmetrically. I could take the shelf out of this one. It's just then I don't have the width to put them all like lined up. So I'd still need somewhere to put my small ones. We'll put them back in here for now. It's not the end of the world if they're on their side. So this was going to be beads and floss. So I had a thing of beads. Here we go. From my date portrait in Paris that I hadn't put away yet because this was buried at the bottom. So let's do some organizing of the organizing. So this is all my beads in all of these tiny little pots that Megan brought. So these are all in the 4-2 bit because they're all petite. I could probably find a different box for these. I don't know, they fit quite well this way, but not this way. 8, 5. No. Oh. 104, threes. Okay. I put these ones in order first. Four two zero one one or 40 79. That's that. Any more 4 zeros? 4228 42 3. I can't count. 40332 40 3 3 2. Someone's at the door. 42038 42010 42014 42017 42041 42043. Okay. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 17, 27. I hope no one's trying to count stitches while I'm just saying random numbers. 29, 30, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 1, 2, 4, 10, 12. These ones are a bit loose. Six. 6. Okay. Bees are organised. So they're going to live in here. It doesn't fit that one? No. Extra DMC, sulky kimono, down there. Cottage Gardens, pearl cotton. These little boxes fit quite nicely next to each other in there. So I think I'll keep that, and then I might have to get more of them for this space because they work quite well. And then this is my overdyed. So there's space in there to put more stuff should we need, but that's kind of threads and beads. The neighbour's dog is barking very loud. So yeah, with lots of space. That's good. Thread. Ooh. Okay, and then whips is kind of done too, unless we do the rest of this and we find some more space. I think that's where they're going to have to live. That's fine. Empty box. Come along here. Ooh. So this one is Q snaps and extra project bags. Finishing stuff. Right. Q snaps I'm going to need access to most. That's little notions project bits. Yeah, so I have Q snaps in one of these boxes. Everything needs a good dust as well. I need a little thing. Let me take my shoes off. Okay. I need 4 little clippy things for the shelf. Some of these going really easily, and some of them I'm gonna have to get my husband to hammer in later. Okay. That's a wobbly shelf. That'll be right. Okay, so extra project bags. I'll just lay them down because we don't need them necessarily. I'm just putting them in like that. They were like stuffed in while I didn't have any storage. I could probably make them a bit nicer. And then some stitchy related tote bags. Q snaps. And I need to like have access to them. Floss rings and floss tags can go in the top. And then this little box of notions can sit in the bottom. Again, we'll figure out how that goes. So that's that. Again, lots of space left in that one that we might need. Okay. This is where I think it gets a bit scary. Because I don't really have a handle on my finishing process. I've got lots of stuff, but I don't really know what to do with it. So shall I categorize it? So I got like filler and then polyfill as well. So keep all filler together. This probably needs sorting out. This is like trim, little bits of ribbon and whatnot. I think this does need a bit of sorting out because it's I got cramp. It's a mess. See, I've got like sewing thread in here. That should go over there. But is that part of finishing? I don't know. What is in here? Okay, so this is like little bags that I've had from like beauty things, but I could stitch something and patch it on, and then it's a little bag. So it's a finishing thing. These little stands I got from Stitch North, a finishing thing. See, I've got like bits of fabric in here. I have a thing of fabric up there. This is going to take more effort than anticipated. Right. This is my other thing. I've got like sticky, I don't know what you call it. It's not kind of Bonder web stuff. It's not interfacing. Fusible stuff. Spools? Oh, Amy said I should use spools as handles. Because I haven't figured out handles yet. I couldn't grip. I could pinch. But that would be sweet. I don't know how I would attach it. But then I could put like different ribbons on and such. Anyway. Spools for finishing. For like finishing bits. Like to put stuff on, like bags and stuff. Buttons. I don't know where I put buttons. I had buttons. I think they're in the drawer. But they shouldn't live in the drawer. Spool handles would be amazing. See, a button's a finishing thing? Buttons are a finishing thing because I wouldn't necessarily use it on a chart. Maybe I would. But I would like add it to a pillow or something as like a trim. Another one of these stands. Bit of fusible thing. Then I got a whole load of like ribbon. More buttons. See, like these buttons I like used on top of the cutting board when I mounted my ladies cotton. So they're more of a, what do you call it? An embellishment. Ribbons are embellishments, aren't they? They're just stuff to put on stuff. That's what I'm going to call it. Stuff to put on stuff. Bit of twine. See, I've got these nice like ribbon holders. And then like a thicker one for thicker ribbon. I don't display them, but I could like hang them on the inside. Bye. Of a finishing cupboard. See, just like a random bit of ribbon. Tiny bits of interfacing. Ribbon. This is like a full bit of ribbon. When did I use this? Ribbon. Ribbon. It's probably just, you know what this is? You know when you get like PJs at Christmas and they come at the shop like wrapped up with a little bow on it? That's what this is. and I was practicing like ruching. What do you call it? Pleating. Ribbon, ribbon, ribbon. See bits like embellishments, yeah? Embellishments. Got these too. These are like, oh, it's coming down. Is it fall? These are technically like Christmas berries to put on garlands or wreaths or whatnot, but you could put that in a pillow. Embellishment. This I got for Christmas Village. So it's just ribbon, but it's got all of these candy canes on. So I wouldn't necessarily use the ribbon, but I've just not taken it off the packaging. So it's embellishments, but is it trim? Because it's on like the little spoolie thing. Like this is trim. More ribbon. Get rid of this one because I've got some more of that there. So this I'm calling embellishments to sewing, stitching. I'm thinking like pillows and stuff is what this is. But then these and spools and bags are like it's almost akin to a frame. Do you know what I mean? I don't want to call it though. Embellishments. Things. This one's a mess, I think. Right, I've got offcuts of foam core, but they're like a good size for something, so I keep them. So this is like, it's like hard felt. It's a structural finish, yeah. Display items. Thank you, Lisa. Yeah, this is like hard stuff to put in the middle of like a flat fold or something. Cardboard. Another offcut of foam core. Batting. Oh, no, okay. Fusible fleece. Now, I don't know how to use that properly. I don't think I used it right. So that's a sewing thing. A hoop. Batting batting that's probably not very good batting, but I don't know what I've bought. Bondaweb, sticky stuff. Yeah. This is more like paper stuff. This is like double-sided tape, but an A4 sheet of it. I don't know what I got it for. But that's not like... It's not a stitching finish. That's more like paper stuff. Another hoop. Oh, there's my little thing of... I was looking for these. Ring things. So I have these in my needle minder slash floss jewelry. I need jump rings. Jump rings. See, this is... Anna and I made like shrink dinks. So it could be a or like a zipper pull. You could make them into zipper pulls. And I've got all of these keychain lobster claw things. It's just like stuff. Makey stuff. I've got this metal tape. So I put this on the chopping boards for the cotton, woolen and silk, and then I finished them as like a flat fold and then put magnets on the back of those. So it's like a finishing thing. Sticky thing. A bit of foam core. I love this box. It's a cute box. Another hoop, and then I've got all of these like tiny hoops. They're all in here. So finishing that's a structural item, isn't it? It's like I would finish it onto a hoop, not onto a bag, but it's the same thing. So they go together. This is weird. It's like adhesive mount board. I thought I had this. Foam core, foam core, foam core. I'm gonna have to like have a different box for each. Bit of cardboard, some more cardboard. Yeah, I need like a hoops are structural. Right. Cardboard. I've got a thing of see, this is why I emptied boxes, because I knew I would need more boxes. Oh. This is batting. See, I think I have a lot more of this stuff than I realise. Cardboard. I need one for foam core. Yeah, I think I'm agreeing. Foam core. Random bits of foam core. Because you don't know what you'll use it for. Random sticky notes. Right, so this is sticky board. Do I need another box of sticky board? Go put it with the cardboard. I think I would know the difference. Ooh. Bond web and interfacing is sewing. Oh, my phone is buzzing. It's all the way over there. See, I've got so much foam core. There's another bag of filler. That's frame tape. That with frames. Right, that's gonna have to go like in there as a thing. There's nowhere really else for it to go. This is my box of finishes to be finished. That's sticky bits, doesn't fit in that box. That's great. Cardboard, board, foam core. Needle minders that I've made. Oh, I have such a headache. It's not a lot of foam core in for like a whole box by itself. I've got all of that down there, then that's like my bigger stuff. Maybe I don't have a magazine holder. I think I will need to go to IKEA after all of this though, so. We could do that. We could do a magazine holder. Oh, I shouldn't be on the floor. Whee! Put you up here so I can stand a bit. It's very bright, but it's grey. This is a suitcase of sewing fabric. I could probably put that in a box because these clear boxes fit in the top cabinets quite well. That needs sorting out though as well. Okay, so I need ideas for storing sewing fabric, and they're like little fat quarters at most, apart from the suitcase. So yeah, tell me your tricks for that. I'm gonna go to the bathroom because I'm drinking a lot of water. Also need paracetamol. Okay. So, sewing bits. Finishing, framing, mounting, hooping, finishing. But then also sewing. So we could put sewing in that top one. So I need to organize this first of all. You want to come down here? Terrible lighting. Okay. So I've got these bits. I guess these are, is that what we call a fat quarter? You know, sewing bit? I've got just like squares. Yes, bins. But not this. I don't think this. So those, that's my cross stitch fabric by count. And once I turn them around, they fit in quite nicely. So I might get more of those. For sewing fabric. So that will probably be the solution. Random bits of fabric. I just got these out of like a bin, basically. I should unpick that and iron and fold and whatnot. So by colour, yes. I like that. I like a colour scheme. I have these as well. Like, let me see. They're from Cotton Clara when I went to their like workshop, and they had all these extra embroidery panels and they were like 50p each. And I just thought, you know, I could cut out the bee and put it on something. I'm not necessarily gonna embroider it, but it is like a panel piece is good. Okay, orange. You can't see that. And a tingling one. Panels, that's a thing in sewing, isn't it? People get like it's already printed on and they just put it together kind of thing. Pinks. I'm just going through this really because I'll have to put it all back anyway to neutral star. Orange. There's neutrals. Neutrals. black, blue, purple. You can go with blue, pink, green, orange, grey, greenish, neutral. And then what these like tiny off-cut bits, but they're good for, I use like one, you know, when you do the pillow and you sew it all the way around and then you cut a hole in the back and you put the little patch on, that kind of thing. So I think maybe these ones are too small. I couldn't do a full pillow with those. Ah, Megan, this is the stuff that we got in Scotland. Blues, neutral, green. It's cool purpley thing. Pink purple, I don't know. Oh, and then I've got like multicolored bits. Got this kind of rainbow pride thing. So they're still like full fuck. Maybe I'll put it with the black because that's like a thing, isn't it? I would go looking for that. Right. Zips. I tried to do a zip. I think I failed miserably. Does anybody have any tips on zips? How to sew them? How to store them? What is a zip? Is a zip an embellishment? I would put it on par with buttons. Do you think? Possibly. Zips. Thoughts on zips? Okay, and then I've got more sewing thread, sewing thread, sewing thread. I'm going to put it next to my sewing machine just for now. See, I've got like this bit of cork that came in a package and a cushion. I bought Alex like a bracelet, and it came in like, you know, what a watch kind of style. So it was a watch brand, but like that's a pre-made pillow for me, and that's like, you know, I could mount something on that. Yeah, these ones. So I had these in my drawers. These drawers are now full, probably. But I could put them in there. And wherever the whole thing ends up. Zips with strings with ribbons. Yours are in a big bag. A Zoom zip. Yes, I want a Zoom zipper lesson. Oh, another little organza bag. So yeah, that's in, what are we calling him? Structures. Structures. Felt. That's a whole other. Category. My God. I swear this ADHD medication is not working. It's just giving me a headache. Christmas, that would be its own category too. So I got pieces. That's like a bit of a bigger piece. It was still in like an offcut bin, but it was a pretty big piece. But yeah, Christmas. Generic gold stars on a white background. I put that in neutral. That was a lot of that I had. Did I get that in Scotland, Megan? Did I get that at that big wool shop? I feel like I did, but it's like cross stitch on it, so it's cute. Oh, I got these little 3D things for when you're like hand stitching or doing like a whip stitch, and it gives you the measurements. They were 3D printed, but my thumb didn't fit, so then I stuffed it with stuff. So I got 2 mil, 4 mil. So that's like that's a tool, like akin to a measuring tape. Is it? Thoughts on random things? I probably don't need it. I've seen people like draw on their thumbnail. That probably works just as good. I think these ones are too small as well. Yeah, these go in the baby category. Tool. Well, that's rude, Megan. Blue. Measuring. Orange. Blue. Purple? I didn't really have a purple. Green. I've got these like wide silk ribbons, but I did use them on some of my pillows. So I do cast that as like fabric, but it's just a bit, it's not. Pink? Question mark? Blue? That was, I love upcycling. It was a sleep mask, and it's nice silky fabric, and I've clearly used it for something at some point. And I'm going to keep the rest. Oh, this was like at the end of my EPP. I couldn't throw it away. It's just that bit. I want to put it in like a hoop or something. He's cute. Orange. See, that's like a nice piece for a backing of something. Tiny piece. Tiny piece. Tiny piece. Tiny piece. Tiny piece. Oh, look, there's the 3 mil. I got a whole pumpkin thing going on. I feel like I should keep those together. Although I'm not a big Halloween. Well, Christmas and Halloween. This is just a piece of felt that I was testing the sewing machine tensions on. Like a scrap piece of thing. I should probably keep that. It's a good thing to. Okay, so I've got various little piles of fabric. My God, what is my brain? So I think all of them, I think if I get more of those boxes, medium, even the small. No, I'll get the medium because then that gives me room to expand. Pink. Orange. Green. Blue. Neutral. Random. Christmas and Halloween. Felt. Bit's too little to do anything with. Could do something. Okay. And then panels. If I do any bee stuff. Ooh. So that could live in there. Do I take it out for now? So that doesn't live in there. Zips and tools don't live with the fabric. And then I know that's just fabric. Trim. Tools. Fabric. That's that. This. Small as a bag, yeah, that's a good idea, Natty. Ziplocs are in here. Oh. A Ziploc of offcuts. Thank you for that. Fabric. Okay, so let's look in here first because I was doing that. Don't get distracted, Helen. Woo. So this fabric, see, maybe this is a good, it would be good to have it in bigger boxes. This is like fabric that I've got at the charity shop or the thrift. And it's like, oh, it was an old tablecloth. But how cute is that? This is an offcut. It's a rather large offcut of what I made my project roll out of. Plain white fabric. Again, like a bed sheet or whatever it was. And then felt, black felt, white felt. But this isn't felt, what's this? Say batting. I don't know about batting. Squishy stuff you put in the quilt, you know? Because this feels like it's not fabric. It's something that you put in between, but that's like very thin. What do I do with that? I don't know. I made a project roll out of it. Probably wasn't the right thing. And then where's my other batting? Oh no. Oh no. So Anna's last day of school was yesterday, and I've ordered her uniform for next year, and it's ready to collect. But Alex is away. If it's not collected by Tuesday, the 28th. Oh, okay. Oh, I've got time. Woo! These bigger bits of fabric in the clear box, yeah. Batting and interfacing come in all thicknesses. I know, but like, it's confusing. So right. So I have, that's felt. See, I'm getting confused. This is some batting. Is it interfacing? Is interfacing always sticky? Or is that interfacing? Like sewn on interfacing? And then this batting is just like, you know, you could rip bits off like it's cotton wool. And I don't know, it's like stretchy. Like, yeah, you know, when you get like structure. The word of the day is structure. Do I have interfacing then? Does it matter? That's a thinner batting. This is iron on, but it's thick, squishy. Was that fusible fleece? Is that what this is? This is batting, but it's more structured. This is batting that's iron on. It's all just fluffy things that you put behind your thing. Is that, it doesn't matter. Yeah. So I have it labeled batting, but I think I might just rename it fluffy stuff to go behind your stitching stuff. Would that work? Is that, am I overthinking it? I'm good at doing that. Fusible fleece is interfacing. What? It's fluffy stuff that goes behind your stitching stuff. Okay, so I've added to my batting fluffy stuff that goes behind my stitching stuff box. I've had this fleece for God knows how long. This too, I think. Like, I'm talking, I was maybe a teenager, and that's why it's in this little kid suitcase. It does come in handy. I mean, I could put it in the fluffy stuff behind the stitching stuff. But I do have the other coloured fleece. I do, not fleece, felt. Let the felt go. Well, no, because so I use it to back the black one. I use it to back my let's make a statement. I use it. It's just I bought so much of it. I haven't got through it. Yeah, so felt. So I use the felt and I use the coloured felt. I use that to back my Mill Hill ornaments. And I don't think I would sew on the sewing machine with felt. Would I? I don't know. It makes sense to have all the felt together. Coloured felt. Stop saying structural at me. It's lost all meaning. Does it go in the fluffy stuff that goes behind stitching stuff? I think it does. But in my mind, it's definitely different to batting and interfacing. Where's my interfacing? Like, it's on my English paper piecing. See, this is the thing. I think I need to, we'll just redefine. So I've got sewing stuff so I've got this box of EPP stuff. But like I only have one EPP project. It's not like I'm gonna do EPP stuff. So these boxes can go here. Oh, it's all gonna fall. It's fine. So this box, I have like a dedicated EPP cutting mat, which I don't think I really use. This is all my natty thread. See, and I've got, this is my interfacing, iron on. This is what I used when I was doing all of those pillows, Megan. Like, it stops it's the stuff that stops the stitching moving around. It's not fluffy. But like I look for it if I'm doing my pillows. Why would it be in the EPP stuff? Because I use it. I don't interface the quilting fabric. I only interface the stitching when I do the EPP. So it doesn't need to live in the EPP. Words are losing all meaning. So interfacing goes with fluffy stuff? Yeah. And then I've got my Quirky Quaker. Patterns. My God. Got a roll of lint things. I don't think they live in there either. My rotary cutter. I could put that in just with my scissors because I might need it for other things, not just my EPP. And then all of these are my hexies with the different so yeah, I think the rest of this is EPP. I just didn't need to keep the interfacing in here. Oh, I could keep a small bit, yeah. And then this, I keep this specific roll of Gutermans in here for finishing. Sewing together the stuff. So that's fine. I could keep that in here, that's fine. And then I had my Quirky Quakers that Lisa sent. I could put those in here now while I have this open. Got pig, cow, chickens. Look at all those chickens. Okay, so EPP makes more sense to me now. Ooh. Rotary cutter in with the scissors. So this is empty now. It is cute though. I've always liked it. I don't want to get rid of this, but like, yeah, what shall I use that for? Because maybe it could sit on the top. It wouldn't need to go in a cupboard. We'll put it down here and we'll figure out if there's something that I could use that for. So more sewing fabric, but that's going to get put in a box when we figure out that. Oh, there's bits down there. Ugh. Okay, what's this now? So, tell me what this is. Bondaweb stuff. Double-sided iron-on interfacing. For sewing, applique, fabric, fusible patches. Oh, that's a good idea. And I could just have it on the top and open up the thing. This has more fucking fluffy stuff. Ah. I don't know which fluffy stuff to use. Right, felt box, fluffy stuff. You pick with your heart. Whichever one speaks to you that day. What time is it? Oh my god, it's 3:15. Annie usually comes home about 4. So we've got about another half an hour to get stuff done. And we still look like this. Okay. So this is like double-sided sticky tape. So it's not fabric. It's like paper crafts. I don't know where to put this one. So if we've got some fabric up here, and I don't know that this is the cupboard that it will all end up in, but felt. More bits of fabric. Big fabric. Yeah, I think office stuff. I could just keep it in my drawer and use it instead of my double-sided sticky tape until I've used it up. Because I think I ordered it and it was labelled wrong or something. I don't know. Big fabric, big fabric, big fabric. Little fabric. That's still a good piece. Should probably go in there. Should probably go in there. And that's okay. Okay. Bits. Excuse me. Felt. Fabric. Big fabric. I got 2 shelves to put in there, so. Okay, so fluffy stuff goes with fabric? Yes? And then filling. Do we put filling in? It is technically fluffy stuff that goes behind stitching stuff. But then I've got I'm running out of space here, which is fine. Like I could move cross stitch fabric over here somewhere. But I feel like now that I'm doing that, I should have like the foam core and trim and hoops in this general vicinity too. See, that's where this cabinet doesn't fit these boxes this way, but I've got these boxes that would fit. So I could put batting and lizard litter in one of these boxes. Because I'll put this box of trim, doesn't have to stay in this box to be fair. And then frames are in a big box down there. And I think that would have to be in that side of the cupboard. So maybe that side of the craft room then becomes the finishing side. And there's nothing in this one yet. Yeah, maybe I do that. I keep putting in this one and it keeps expanding. I think I need a better vacuum bag for it.
I think I need a different box for my macrame. I'm going to decide to put my Bisley on. I've got a plug down here for my sewing machine, so I could leave my sewing machine this side and just have it there and stand and do it. And then I don't have to like take it downstairs or put it on my desk or anything, and then put my Bisley this side. But then if I put all my finishing stuff here, I mean, it's fine because I'll have the desk to like get stuff out and put it down and then move over to the sewing machine. Does that make sense? Hi, Mandy. How are you? Okay, yeah, we're putting finishing stuff in this general area. I need magazine racks for foam core, cardboard, that sort of thing. Structural finishes, hoops, bags, that sort of thing.
The ribbons and stuff I could. Oh, I'm starting to flag. I put a box in. I can put a shelf on the first hole. Then I don't have to get out 4 boxes if I want to get the bottom one out. They only give me 2 shelves per cupboard. That's the wrong one. I'm sure I could order more shelves, right? Anna is back early, so I've got to go.